Hey guys. Today, or well, not today because we've already live streamed. For this live stream, I'm taking a bit of a risk here because I'm on daddy duty. My kid is asleep across the hall. I'm on daddy duty right now, but I figured, you know what? I can get some work done. I got my baby monitor right here. We're good to go, right? Right? So we'll see. Cool. Well, by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed, this is important, hit the like button. Why is that important? So that, well, we can stimulate the YouTube algorithm and, we can hit more than 300 viewers, which is always the goal. If you can help me get there, that would be awesome. And most importantly, hit that notification bell. If you hit the notification bell, it means you're going to get notified when I'm live, and you can come hang out with me, help me with my game, and hopefully show up in the next stream compilation, which is always going to be really fun. We're going to try and do those every week. We'll see how long we do that. It's kind of an experiment right now. And then most importantly, this video is sponsored by the Ultimate Game Dev course, which is a massive bundle with my course, Full-Time Game Dev, over 30 hours of content, and also Jason Wyman's course. He has a ton of courses actually, and we're combining these into something we're calling the Ultimate Game Dev course. There's about 20 days left for this bundle. It's ridiculously cheap compared to the price of what both of them are combined. And there's over 100 hours of content. Jason is a AAA veteran. I'm an indie game veteran. Jason is also an indie game developer as well. So we're basically turning you into, well, it's kind of like an apprenticeship in a way. It's not like I'm directly with you, but it is like an apprenticeship in that, well, I actually do what I teach. I'm doing it right now. So if you want to learn from me, learn from Jason, and you can actually reach out to Jason and have him help you out, which is part of his program. I do bi-monthly mastermind meetings. If you're interested in getting this program and becoming one of the 3,000 students worldwide, it is below. Click the link below. We're going to jump into Unity and we're going to take a look at the enemies I'm working on. And, let's get started. Man, I am just so stoked to be hanging out with you guys today. This is the second time I've live streamed today, actually. So I am feeling energized. There's my thumbnail. I'm feeling energized today, and I want to get these bats. These bats have been on my mind. They have been on my mind for a while, and so I'm really excited about getting them finalized and finished. Once we get these bats done, guys, we've got basically all of the enemy types created, which is honestly really cool. We've got walking enemy types, we've got spider enemy types, we've got flying enemy types, and each one can, well, some of them can shoot, some of them just attack you. The spiders I might actually make jumping sort of towards your face. That might be something we need to work on. Kind of like in Half-Life, obviously. You always want to copy Half-Life. That's the goal in life. Copy Half-Life. All right. So the first thing I wanted to do is, just for those of you who weren't with us earlier this morning, show you what we were working on, well, this morning. Let me click play here. All right. So this is the flying bat. Makes farting noises, which is always important. And he shoots these fart electricity orbs. So we have a couple things we want to do here. Well, the first thing is we want those orbs to disappear, and we want them to sort of poof out of existence, okay? So what we're going to do is actually take this gunshot particle variant, and we're going to paste it in. Let's see here, down below. I'm going to unpack the prefab completely, and I'm just going to take the smoke. Okay, that's all we need. So here is the smoke. Let's put it right here. There we go. Let's hit play to see how it looks. Okay, so all we're going to do is a big puff of smoke. When the timer expires for this, bomb. So obviously we want it to explode if it hits you or it hits a surface. But if the timer runs out, it just goes away and the player is rewarded. Basically, the player doesn't have to worry about that bomb anymore because you sort of, I guess, waited through the timer and avoided the bomb. Okay? Let's take a look at the chat here really quick. I want to make sure everybody's happy. You never know if your stream is working properly. Okay. Josh says the farting bat is brilliant. Good. Then we're right on track. Sound like fart. Sounds like fart. Wow, beautiful profile picture. Okay. So let's go ahead and, open up that script. The sample drone enemy script. Really, this could be called the drone enemy script, but it's got sample in front of it for some reason. Welcome, Gustavo. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we have the shoot particles here. We're also going to have, yes, it's not going to be in the sample drone enemy. It's actually going to be in the projectile script. Okay, so we have the explosion particles here, and we're going to create another one. We're going to call this expire particles. Okay. All right. There's the expire particles. So let's see here. Yes. So right here, actually, no, it's right here. Yes, right here. Okay. What we're going to do is take the particles, expire particles, dot transform, not trails, transform, dot parent equals null, not parten, parent. We're going to set the parent to null. So it basically just moves it outside of this game object, okay? Then we're going to destroy those particles, but only after a certain amount of seconds. So let's say 3 seconds, okay? But before we do that, we want to make sure we set the expire particles dot set active game object dot set active true. Okay. So that should do it. What are we doing here? We're setting the parent to null for the particles so that they don't get destroyed when we call this. Set active is to true, so they turn on and the effect occurs. And then expire particles are going to be destroyed. I get like 10 phone calls a day and like 3 every time during my live streams. I am that popular with telemarketers. Let's see here. Thomas, get out of here, man. So where are there's hit particles. Let's see here. Nope, okay. We need to go to the homing missile. There we go. Projectile. And right there's our expire particle. See? What the F's going on? Yes. Thomas. So we need to go to the drone. We created the wrong... Where are they? Smoke. We're going to copy this. And let's see here. What was I doing? I can't even remember what I was doing. I think we're okay. Yep. Let's go to the homing missiles. Yay! And paste. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Thomas, what are you doing? What's happening? Hold on. My brain is freezing and frying and multiplying. Let's see. This is all those carbs I just ate. I'm feeling tired. Okay, let's take this smoke. That shouldn't be here. Delete. Although that is kind of cool. I like it being there. What am I doing? Then let's go to the homing missile. This smoke here. I can't think. Okay. This explosion here. See this? Boom. That. We're going to have something similar, but it's going to be unpacked. I could have swore I did all of this. It's almost like I've got deja vu. What's going on? Unpack the prefab. There we go. And we're going to take, we are cool with the light. The embers, shockwave. We don't need the shockwave. Delete that. We're just creating a sort of subtle pop, but it doesn't hurt you, okay? The debris, what is that? We don't need the debris. Delete that. Light. We don't need the light. All we need is the embers and the smoke. Sweet. We don't even need the embers, honestly. The fire could just be a green fire, perhaps. How are you doing? Sleeping like a baby, because he is a baby. And the smoke can be green as well. Very subtle. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be the, what's it called? Expire particles. Okay. Expire particles, good. Okay, disable that. On enable, it'll just do this. Okay, so we're going to disable that. Go to the homing missile, drag expire particles over here. And then finally, we do need a sound effect, but we want it to be on the particle system, not the actual enemy or the homing missile here. The reason why is if it's on the homing missile, well, it'll destroy and the sound won't play. So we need a pop sound, okay? So we're going to go to freesound.org to take a look at that. Danny Crossing, I'm going to look you up. I always like to show favoritism to YouTubers that show up in my chat. The reason why is for selfish reasons. Let's take a look at Danny Crossing. Danny Crossing. You look like me. I think I already follow you. No, I didn't. Hey. A round of applause to me for having someone as cool as Danny Crossing show up in my chat. No, that's pretty cool. Thanks, Danny, for showing up. Always means a lot to have other YouTubers show up in the chat. All right, there's our expire particles. Now we're going to go to, I think let's just make a fart sound. I mean, you can't go wrong by just throwing in farts into your game. So let's see here. Let's close out these, hit record, and make a fart sound. You guys ready? Okay, and then a pop sound. Okay, that's good. All right, and then maybe add some like flesh foliage. This is a popping orb. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Hit paste, record, and make. All right, and then this one. Good, okay. Let's see here. Good. High quality game dev, that's right. All right. And then a smoke sound, okay? So because I can't emit smoke from my own mouth, we're gonna have to find have to find something on freesound.org here. Kind of like a sizzle, like a crackling sound. There we go. Download. Put it in my downloads, that's fine. We're gonna drag this on over to our fart. Here. There we go. Good. And I'm gonna make this a lot slower. So I'm gonna change the speed. Ooh, Thomas. Wonderful. By the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded that 2D game kit below, there is a 2D game kit right below. It's totally free. I use this same game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days. And you can use it however you want. I don't care. You could actually just download the game kit, stick it in a folder on your computer, and use it 10 years down the road. I really don't care what you do with it. Also, guys, please leave a like. Please subscribe. hit that notification bell. I'm just trying to do all the things I told myself I was going to do. In terms of getting likes and subscribers and comments here. What else do I need to do? I think that's it. Okay, we're good. All right, anyway. Oh man, the timing there was wonderful. Okay, let's move this pop sound and the fart sound and just really decrease the volume of this sizzle. Good, there we go. Export all of that out. It really needs to be a better pop sound. How's that one? Get spit everywhere. I kind of like that. There we go. Let's try it out. So export that out. This is going to be homing missile. Expire, or what's the right word? What's the word? Expire, that's the word. Okay. Expire. Now, why can I get away with using such crappy sound effects right now? I just made everything in like 5 seconds. The reason why is because if we go into Unity, we're making an old school game, right? So I can actually just select all of it. That's the sound. And if I go to override sample rate, I can do a low sample rate, like 11,000 hertz. So now it sounds like an old game. Crispy, crunchy sound, right? Okay. Yeah, okay, so we could just put it right here, honestly. So this has an audio source on it. The particles, right? And type in expire here. We can just put it right here on the audio source here. There we go. We don't want it to loop, but we do want it to play on awake. The volume is going to be 1. The spatial blend will be 3D. However, the 3D sounds is the minimum distance is something like 10. So if you're within 10 units, you're going to hear this thing full blast. Okay? That's the theory, at least. So we'll take a look. So when it appears, it'll do this and then dissolve. Okay? Not a huge fan of the sound, to be honest with you guys, so we might redo it, but let's just take a look here. You ready? Let's go. All right, let's hit play and take a look. And you really want to hear the sound. It's important because there's not a whole lot of effects. And so when you don't see anything visually, you at least want to hear it. Where's this mofo? Where are you, buddy? There he is. Shoot me. Shoot me. There we go. Good. Okay. Works. Okay. So obviously, don't like the sound very much. But it works. That's the most important thing. So let's go to the homing missile here. There's our expire particles. One of the problems we have with the smoke here, did anybody notice it? It was set to a local position, okay? You really want your particles to be set to the world position so that they sort of stay behind, okay? So I'm going to set the simulation space to, wait, what? It is set to world. What? So if I move it, what happens? I'm kind of okay, it works. So I guess it's fine. Okay, I guess we're okay. So that's fine, I guess. There's the expire particles. That works fine. Let's do another sound. What about the sound of a firecracker? And we'll mix it with the fart. Don't worry. So we've got a firecracker sound here. We could probably use this. Let's see. That's kind of cool. We're going to get it. Don't worry. Okay, so I kind of liked that one. Believe it or not. I don't know why. I liked that one. We're also going to mix this with this crackling right here. And then a fart sound as well. And I think that'll be pretty good. So let's take those and bring them into Audacity. There we go. Here's the sizzle one. Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's this one. Nope, that's the pop one. Goodness. Okay. Sorry. Okay, good. And then this one here. See? Tracks, mix and render. Bring down the volume. Actually, better to do it this way. There we go, so we don't get any peaking. Okay, and then farting noise. You ready? One more time. That was it. Get a nice bass presence in that fart. You got yourself a beautiful sound. Okay, go all the way back. Delete. And then here we go. Let me drop this down. Okay, export that out. It's fine with me. Still, I don't feel perfect about it, but it's okay. We're fine. Go to Unity now. We should be good to go to test it out. Let's take a look. And by the way, if we go to the homing missile here, the volume is a little bit too loud, so I'm just going to drop the, well, I think the minimum distance should be something like 5. How about 4? Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Shoot me. Come on, buddy. Look at that. That's great, though. It's like the smoke is appearing above it, and I don't like that. So let's figure out what's going on here. We've got smoke right here. Good. Okay. That's the explosion, so we can disable that. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's take a look at this one here. Something's wrong with this. It's like going up, and I don't know why. Man, I couldn't tell you. Transform. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on there. Did you notice that? It's like the green smoke was appearing above it. So I'm not quite sure why that was happening. But overall, it honestly, everything looks good to me. Nothing's too crazy. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to make it perfect, I guess, when I know that I like the enemy types. Once the enemy types are perfect in my head, like I know that I like them, what I like to do is then go in and tweak them even more and fine tune them. I don't want to fine tune anything if I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to change stuff down the road. So let's jump back into this enemy type here. And now that he's pretty much done, we can create 2 variations of it now. And we did this, well, we did this last week, I think. What was it, last week? What is today? Today's Monday. Okay. Jeez. So let's go to there's a script, and it's called variation. And yep, well, should be enemy variation. There it is. I think what we could do is drag this onto our inspector here. And we can have a bunch of various textures for this specific enemy type. We can also have various meshes associated with this enemy type. So what I want to do is first prepare this script to be used for the drone, because the drone uses a different script. It doesn't use the enemy script, it uses the drone enemy script. So we're going to need to get it set up properly. Let's open it up and try to let's open it up inside of Visual Studio here. I don't really need this crap anymore, so I'm going to delete that. Well, maybe. I'm going to keep it there just for now. Make sure everybody's happy. Hold on. Good, good. Okay. Looks like everybody's doing well. How's my child? He's good. How's my other child? She's good. I'm taking care of everybody, guys. Now I'm going to take care of myself. Let's just, let's jump into this script here and take a look. So we have a reference to enemy here. Actually, we should be good to go now that I'm looking at it. Yeah. Sweet. So we don't need to add any more scripts to this because the drone enemy extends to the enemy class, as does the sample enemy class, which this is the walker class. I need to rename it, but this is the walker class, and it extends also to the enemy script. What does that mean? It means that the variation script, which is going to swap out our meshes and our textures, they're both going to work because all we're referencing is the root class enemy, right? I don't know the right word. Root class, is that the right word? All right. Oddly enough, one of you said this should be a sequel to Pinstripe. It does feel a lot like the sequel to Pinstripe, to be completely honest, because you're an older father and you've got an older daughter, and you're rescuing her from something that's very sinister. So it's kind of similar in a lot of ways, which, you know, I guess I'm running out of ideas. All right, so let's create these variations really quickly here. I'm going to jump into Blender here. I'm going to go to Layout. I'm going to go to the Object Mode, and I'm going to make sure, yes, let's save this as drone, and it's going to be a bigger drone, okay? Ooh, there's a lot of things we can do. Man, I love my life. I just love my life. Do I want to do a bigger drone? Yeah, sure. Let's do a bigger drone. This one will be able to shoot every like 3 seconds. So it's going to be pretty intense. It probably will have a timeout though. It'll be something like it'll be like boom 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 boom. Wait 5 seconds, then boom 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 boom. You get the point. With this enemy currently, this one's just a single shooter. But the next one we're going to do is, well, the ability to shoot much faster. All right. For this, guys, all we're going to do is just tweak the mesh. You guys hopefully understand my personality. My personality is don't make me work harder than I need to. So why would I spend a ton of time creating a whole new mesh when I could just take my current one that's already been unwrapped, it's already been animated, and just make it look a little bit different. There we go. So we're going to have this, and then this guy in the center. Actually, you know, really we're kind of just going back to the original, right? There we go. Little tiny wings. And then maybe we can make him taller, you know, something like this. Maybe we give him a pointy head like that, or pointy. This actually might work. Let's see here. What? Blender? Come on. Way to go. Oh, Blender. Let's open that up again. By the way, Blender is not very stable on Mac, for those of you who are curious. There it is. Okay, good. So we lost all of our changes, which is totally fine. Okay. All right. Go back to the model here. Go to edit mode. Take this. Scale it down. And then we're going to give it a point. So we could probably take this. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. There's our point. Good. Okay. And this loop here, sort of bring it down a lot like this and then scale it. So it kind of looks like, honestly, it looks like the enemy types in Pinstripe. So it comes back to what we were talking about earlier. But give it sort of a pointy, drippy, weird look. That kind of looks cool, huh? I like that. And then the wings can be smaller. The wings can be smaller. This is going to make sense, I promise. Much smaller wings. So this is the second enemy type. I maybe want to give it legs, honestly. Dang it. I'm trying to think here. I don't like it. Give me just a sec, guys. Just a sec. Squash it. Good, like that. What if we gave it a more sinister look? So what if we got rid of this, like this? And we did something similar to, well, instead of being like pinstripe, maybe what if we made it look a lot more like, how many of you played Neversong, my 2D game that I released last year? Was it last year? Was it really last year? Yeah, something like this. Kind of like horns, you know? That might be kind of cool. And so it sort of just demonically floats around. It's not flapping its wings or anything. That might be kind of cool. Although the animations do need to remain the same regardless of the mesh. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the animation for this. Okay, let's go to object mode. Go to this. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I wonder what we could do here. We might be able to get away with doing something. I don't want to retexture it. I don't want to remap it. I don't want to retexture anything. I want to use the meshes we've got currently. But we can try this. We could get away with adding kind of like fingers. We could try this out. Let's see. Don't hold me to it. We're going to see if it works, though. Something like this. And this is just a more sinister enemy type. I want when the player sees this enemy type, I want them to go, oh, that's the bat, but I need to be careful. This one's a little bit more scary, right? So I think that, honestly, that'll do it. Let's take a look. Whoa, it's screwed up. Oh man. Okay, I'm backing out. I'm backing out. So here's what I want to do. Open up Blender one more time. I love the way that one looks. This one right here looks awesome. So we want to make something a little bit more sinister. We could probably get away with just trust me here, guys. Just trust me. I've given you no reason to trust me, but just trust me. Let's open that up one more time. Okay. I have a theory that we could get rid of the wings and have it be this massive ball of flesh. And then put on top of it, like in Pinstripe, a weird propeller or something. So that might be kind of cool. Let me think here. Let me think. What if we just cleared all this out, you know, and then filled that in, delete, fill this in. The thing is with these multiple enemy types, you really want them to look different. So you want to make sure that you're, yeah. And how does it look when it animates? You just want to make sure that you're making the player feel like there's a lot of variety in your game, but you're also being very economical. So we're going to have these massive, these are going to be big. They're like pulsing, flying, for some reason they're like demonically flying orbs. I think that's what this will be. That looks kind of cool. You okay, buddy? Jebby. 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 Knock, knock. You okay, buddy? Jeb. Are you okay? He's kind of having a nightmare. Okay, so that's fine. And what if we gave it Ooh, here's an idea, guys. Again, we're just trying to use the same animation. This is why I love doing using circles, and we don't actually need that. We don't even use that. So, yeah, use the same animation, same enemy type. I don't want anything. I just want it to look different and have a few different properties. So I'm thinking, what if we gave it like? I keep saying like. I need to be careful with that. Another phone call. Goodness. What if we did this? Antenna. Right? And then, what is it? Yeah, okay. I'm just experimenting here. It's okay that I don't know exactly what I want. It's totally fine. What if we just gave them, what if we gave them horns? Let's give them horns. So we would take this and this and this and extrude them out like this. Scale them. Let's do one at a time. Man, I'm so stupid. Hold on. We could do something like this, really. Horns is cool. Kind of like that. This is going to be really cool. Just trust me. For 1 second, guys, just trust me. We're going to be all right. And we could probably... We don't want it to look like a face, though. We want it to look like an entity. So that's the challenge here. Right now, it looks like a face. We definitely don't want that. Let's see here. We're getting there. What about down here? Ooh, what if it looked kind of like a... I've seen fish that look like this. What are those called? Not a starfish, obviously. Or like an egg. It kind of looks like an egg of a... Yeah, it's a little egg of a stingray. Is that true? Am I saying that right? Yep, something like this. Yeah, we got to determine the weird shape here. That is so cool. Okay. So I like that. Again, we're just trying to be economical here. We don't have millions of dollars as a budget. And I think that's really important to remember. You really want to, you have to tell yourself, and I like to do this live. I don't know why I like to do it live. But I like, I guess I like showing people that it's really important to just get stuff done and to stop worrying so much about it being perfect when you're making indie games. You don't have all the time in the world. You don't have a massive budget. So it's really important to just get it done. Okay, good. Let's take this this one right here. Let's scale that up. There we go. Okay. And we could probably point it in or outward. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. I think it's just going to be black. Just a shiny black weird thing that's flying around. We can inset this. Why? My phone is always going off. Woo, Thomas. You need to get your life in order. And then... So it's like this flying spike thing. I like it. I really do. Cool. It's fine with me, honestly. So I'm going to save that. Yep. Drone bigger. That's all that is. If it's animating, what does it look like when it animates? Okay. So we definitely we need to. Okay. Here's what we need to do. Crap. This sucks. I think we need to remap. Can we do it this way? I don't think we can. I don't think I can do it this way. Got to be smart here, guys. And we're not being smart. So we're going to do this really quick one more time. Just trust me for a sec. You can trust me now because I just figured out how wrong I was for the last 30 minutes. Don't save this. We're going to take this. We're going to go File, Save As. And we're going to call this Drone Bigger. Okay, we're going to save over that one. Okay, crap. File, Save As. Drone Bigger. There we go. We're going to go to the model. Go to edit mode and edit the model. We're going to delete all of this. Okay. We don't need that. We want this. Okay. We want the bones. We want the bones of the previous enemy to work with this one as well, because all we're going to be doing is changing out the mesh and the texture. So we want the animation, we want the bones to work properly with this mesh as well. And that's what makes this really tricky. So I believe what we really should do here, I think, is merge those together like that. Okay, so we're going to be really careful here. We're going to take a look at the animation, see how it looks. Good, okay. All right. And I just have this idea now. What if we, oh, I got it. Okay. What if we take, Thomas. Oh, I know this is annoying, guys. Sorry. What if we take all of this crap here and just turn it into these little baby wings? Tiny little spindly arms. Almost like these tube arms that he's using to fly somehow. Wow, phone. Goodness gracious. Yep, I've got this. I've got this. We're going to figure it out together, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Bring this up here. Okay, we're good. All right, this one. That's kind of cool. Just bring that one up here. There we go. There we go. And then take a look at the animation. That's the first step. Look at that. Man, Diet, what's going on? Pose mode. That's the challenge, right? You don't want to have to re-rig everything. Good, okay. That is super weird looking. I don't mind it. So let's go to edit mode here. And we're going to take these wings and we're going to scale them down. Okay. There we go. Scale them, scale them, scale them. And hopefully they still work. Let's go to animation. Take a look at the animation here. Go to pose mode, animation, hit play. Okay, good. We're good. So what's really going to make this look different is the size and the texturing. Okay, but we're good. Everything's good here. So file, save. That's Drone Bigger. Now let's go back into Unity. And we're going to create a new texture for this one in particular. Okay, so now we're going to have these two enemy types. All right. Good, 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 good. I know, sorry. So it's this one right here. This is what it looks like now. Okay? You guys couldn't see. So that's what it looks like. So it's pretty disturbing looking, honestly. It kind of looks deformed, which I'm fine with. I like how it looks. All right. So here's what we can do. This is really fun. To change out the skin, all you do is change out the mesh and the texture. So if we go to, well, what's going on? Gonna have to close out Unity. We've got a problem. Strange. Whoa, weird. Okay. So Unity is bugged out, just crashed. Okay. So far, beautiful, wonderful day. There we go. All right. Way to go, Unity. Everyone call Thomas that his screen isn't working. So let's go to our there's our drone. So we've got this enemy variations now. And so what we can do is we can actually just change out the 2 textures and 2 meshes. I'm not going to do more than 2. I think 2 is fine. Okay. So let's see here. One sec. We're going to figure this out. Yes. First off, you want to make sure that the texture is set properly. And also you want to set where the skinned mesh renderer is. So be sure to determine what's being swapped out with what. So I believe it is this. Nope. There's our drone. Good. Okay, there is the mesh. So we take that, drag it in right here. There we go. And then also you drag in the enemy. So yes, okay. Right there, drag down and put that there. There we go. The audio source is this right here. Just drag it all the way down. Come on, Unity. There we go. The list of pitches, one of them is going to be 1, one of them is going to be 0.5. So the bigger one is going to have a lower pitch. The Awakened Sounds, we're not going to change any of that. The max health of this one is going to be, well, I believe it is currently set to, okay, it is 100. So the bigger one is going to be something like 300, right? A lot harder to kill. Speed multipliers, the first one is 1. The second one is going to be a lot slower, so 0.4, okay? The meshes, we're going to start with, okay, there's drone, and then there's drone bigger, all right? So we go to the first one being this sphere right here. There we go. This one is right here. Okay. Good. Okay. Now the textures. Currently we don't have 2 textures. So what we need to do is we need to go to this one here. This is the original one, and then we're going to duplicate it. And this is going to be drone bigger UV PSD. Okay. Let's double click on that one. And all we got to do with this one is, well, we could do a couple things, but for now all I'm going to do is just set the brightness really, really low. There we go. Okay, to crank up that contrast. There we go. Actually, that should do it just fine. And drop down the saturation to be a little bit, and also make it a little bit more brown. Yeah, just like we did with the spiders last week. Okay, there we go. So that's fine. Go to Unity here. Hello, Tiger BR. Welcome, welcome. And then you go to the, well, actually, we're all set up, actually. So all I need to do is throw in those 2 textures. We have the first one and the second one. Okay. And then I'm going to hit apply. That way we have, if we have multiple drones, hopefully we're going to get various types. Okay, so there's one here. We need to pull that up like that. Go to select here. There we go. This one pulls out like that. Okay, so hopefully let's take a look. Alright, so we have 3 of the same type here. Okay. What about down here? Wait, what? Okay, there we go. So it didn't work. The reason why is because it didn't work. Index out of range. Let's take a look at which one it is. If awakened sounds 0 does not equal null. Okay. So we have a problem with the awakened sounds. For some reason that's yeah, okay. So here's what you have to do with this. You actually need to go if awakened sounds dot length, I guess, is greater than 0. That's maybe that's what we need to do here. Does anybody know? Let's take a look. Yeah, it is a lot like Binding of Isaac, isn't it? I reached out to Edmund McMillan on Twitter. He said he wanted to do an interview for a podcast, so we'll see. That was a long time ago, though. I think that was in 2020, and we never got around to do it, but that would be so cool. All right, let's see if we can fix that. Oh, it's working. You can hear it. There he is. Where are you, buddy? Stop. Stop. Why am I moving like that? What is going on? I hear him. Where are you, buddy? There he is. There he is. Okay. All right, there he is. Okay. The texture is not swapping out. I don't know why. Oddly enough, the texture is not swapping out. Isn't that weird? Why is the texture not swapping out? Well, let's take a look here and see. There's our sphere. So it should swap out that texture just fine. It could be because of the normal map and the emission. Ah, yes. Oh, boy. It is the emission. We might need to turn that off completely. Let's turn off emission and see what happens. Okay. There he is. Okay. All right, so that one works. That one's big too. That's a weird sound. And then there's the smaller one. How you looking, buddy? He looks good. Okay. So a couple things here. First thing I want to do is let me check out my kids. I've got baby monitors all in the room here, guys, so just I'm not being a bad parent. I can hear them all. Sleeping like a baby. Okay. You guys are getting a crash course in game dev and parenting. Kind of. Am I being a good parent? I don't know. Okay, anyway, so, well, what I want to do is actually jump into our script here. Well, the one thing that was actually bothering me, the one thing that was bothering me was the banner here. I wish it was darker. I don't like it being red like that. I'm going to do black, honestly. Let's take a look at that first. That looks so good. Oh, gosh. Okay, so if he's bigger and he's shooting faster, it's going to feel like a totally different enemy type. Here's another one. Let's take a look. Kind of hard to kill. What about you? Are you harder to shoot? 1, 2, 3. Yep, this one's much harder to kill. And that was the goal. Okay, this fella. Okay, that one's going to be a lot harder to kill. Therefore, you want it to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so what we're going to do is jump into the drone here, go to enemy variations, and what we want to do is we're also going to create, scale variations. All right. So currently we've got this set up here, 0.9 to 1.1. So you're just going to get a small variation in scale. But what we can do is we can actually create a scale multiplier as well and multiply that random range times a scale. Okay. So let's see here, serialized field, float. This is going to be scale multiplier. Yes. Okay, good. By default, it's going to be set to nothing. And then we say if scale multiplier dot length is greater than 0. I think that's fine for now. We're going to take the local scale and multiply it times the scale multiplier and its ID. Okay. There we go. Variation, variation, ID. That'll do it, yeah. That'll do, donkey, right there. All right, good. Okay, can we get to 300 viewers today? That's the goal. We're at 272. Can we get to 300 viewers? And by the way, guys, if you haven't hit the notification bell below, I think it'd be cool because, honestly, I was thinking about this lately, probably for the last week. I wish a lot of you would hit the notification bell more because I love getting as many ideas as possible. And it's hard to get ideas when you guys don't have notification bell turned on. You come in, or you hit the notification bell, obviously. What am I talking about? And then you come in, and then we offer up ideas, and your chat is going to be featured, maybe, just maybe, in my dedicated uploads. Those dedicated uploads are sort of compilations of these streams. So if you want to show up in the chat on those compilations from a dedicated uploads, those are probably going to be every Friday. We might show your chat and your ideas as you put them in the game. And so hopefully this will be a sort of a vlog of all of your ideas, all of my ideas in one. So hit that notification bell. That was a really long-winded way of saying hit the notification bell. Okay, here we go. All right. So now let's go to our scale variations here. Boop, there we go. Here is our scale multiplier, and this really should be plural. It should be scale multipliers. And all these do is they pinpoint the ID. So if it's like 2, it means this is the enemy type 2, and it's going to choose the second scale multiplier, which will be something like 2 or 3. It's going to be pretty big. All right, let's go to Unity here. And set these scale multipliers to 1 and 2. Okay. 1, and then actually 1 and 4. Good, okay. So let's see if we can find the big one here. Where is he? He's way up there. Whoa. Why are you so high, bro? He's so high. It's kind of cool. It's pretty horrifying. All right. So we need to figure out what's going on here. Let's see here. Yeah. So it's the offset value is also being multiplied. So if I made this 3, for some reason he's rising up. Why is that? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I figured it out. What we're going to be scaling is actually the graphic. So we're going to take yes. Okay. So this skinned mesh renderer, we need to go skinned mesh renderer. Well, let's see. We need to be scaling up the skinned mesh renderer is what I'm saying. So we have this sphere here. We're just going to take the parent and scale it up, right? Yeah, that's fine. Skinned mesh renderer dot transform dot parent dot transform dot local scale. Boom. And it's also going to occur right here. Okay, I think that'll fix the problem. Let's take a look. All right. So there's the small one. Where's the big boy? Where is he? He's kind of like underground or something. Where did he go? Is he over here? No? Well, I don't think that, There he is. Okay, good. Awesome. All 3 of them are fat. Jeez. Can I get a round of applause from you guys? You know I'm amazing. Look at that. Good. You know, let me think here. Where did they go? There, he's over there. Gosh. Yeah, I think he's a little too big. So let me think here. Oh, man. Okay. One of you asked me a really important question. You said, who was that? How do you not get overwhelmed by the code? That's from Tiger BB Games. Thomas, how do you not get overwhelmed by the code? I've talked about this before, and some of you who make games, you know this feeling. You sort of get used to living in a house of cards. In my real life, I like everything to be cleaned. I like my house in order. I'm very particular about things. My wife is too. We love a clean, tidy house. Our life is tidy. Everything's scheduled. Pretty much. That's how I like to live my life. In game development, however, for me, I feel like trying to keep everything perfect and trying to make sure that the code is not overwhelming. Personally, it feels futile. It feels like it's not even possible. So I gave up a long time ago. So I sort of live in the chaos, and I'm okay with it and it gets easier the more you do it, because I've lived in chaos and it turns out okay. I make a game, I release it, and I'm like, oh, there's no bugs, we're good. So that even though it felt like chaos, it didn't necessarily have a bad launch, and we didn't see a lot of bugs. So it's just practice for me. Practice living in the chaos and being okay with it, and you'll get used to it. All right. So that is a little too big, right? So we're gonna go to 2 or maybe 3.5. All right, let's take a look. Good. Good, okay. These are awesome enemies. I really like these. I'm honestly impressed with myself. I really like these enemies. They're super creepy. Final thing we want to do here is we need to come up with a multiplier really it just needs to be the speed. Shoot speeds. Okay? Shoot speeds. Oh, we got a baby crying. And guys, that is today's live stream. If you haven't hit subscribe, sorry, Silas, let me read this ad read. If you haven't hit subscribe, if you haven't hit the like button, if you haven't hit the notification bell, be sure to do that, guys, so you know that I am live and you can come hang out again. Who knows, maybe I'll live stream again today. But also I did want to remind you that there are 200 seats available. I gotta go. 200 seats available for Ultimate Game Dev course.